All right, we are going to jump into the R2-D2 event. I'm excited. I think he'll be like one of the most valuable droids in the game. Him and BB-8. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, he's going to do faster Astro missions and earn more money than any other droid. So that sounds like it's pretty good. I think he'll be my number 2 choice for droids. But let's jump in. Hopefully it's not too difficult to get him. Hopefully there's some good looking base paint as well. And if it's like any of the other events, there's probably a third item as well we can grab. So let's take a look and see. And hopefully we get a decent lobby with a bunch of calm, relaxed people. The last couple of DJ Rex events were a bit of a mess. All right, so my base is fairly set up already. I would have probably rebirthed, except for the fact that the event was coming. So I thought, you know what, I might as well just stay here. I can probably grind up a little higher and get a couple more levels. So what do we got as far as time? Let me swap some guys out here too. Get my working guy again. Where am I at? Okay. Not my least favorite position, but not my favorite. Here we go. 12 minutes. Got 12 more minutes until the event starts. It looks like I got a fairly decent full lobby. Maybe one guy that likes to grief people a little bit, and he's got an anonymous name. All right, we just lost one. Let me find out where the anonymous guy is, just so I know who I'm looking for. Right here at the end. All right, let's see if we can earn some goodwill. Earn some goodwill ahead of time. See if he even notices me. Yeah, he notices me. Pickaxe his mono walker down for him, and then maybe I'll go give him a hand up there. I always try to figure out who might be the one that causes me the most amount of grief and the most amount of hassle. Get them on my side so they don't end up. There we go. He's not shooting at me. That's a good sign to start with. If I make friends with the potentially most hostile guy in the lobby, then it might make my life a whole lot easier. And hopefully it's an event like the DJ Rex and that you actually work together to achieve the objective, not just a solo mission. Although the solo missions weren't too terribly bad either. But I like the DJ Rex. I like that everybody worked together. That was a lot better. All right. Another one. That one's already done. And somehow I lost my jetpack. Better get another one. All right, we'll get another jetpack, and let's open these up and see. I ran them all on hour-long missions, so I might have some decent stuff here. Oh yeah, actually that guy's decent. I'll throw him in there. I'll run him out. I do not need this guy. Throw him out front. I actually got a couple missions with the Nova crystals today, so that wasn't too terribly bad. I mean, better than I normally get, so I won't complain. Well, it did take quite a few runs, but I think it was on par for where I should be. Do I need to run this guy? I don't know if I do. What do I got? I mean, I don't know if I want to spend all the time just to replace a BB-8. Because I think that's all I'm missing is one BB-8. This one's a Beskar BB-8. I don't think I'm going to run this guy. That's a long time. Plus R2-D2 is going to come in here, and I could use him to replace one of these. So I think I'm going to give this guy away. If he was Beskar, I think I'd run him up. But right now, I don't think I'm going to. Seems like too much work for a very short-term droid. I'll throw this guy out front as well. Give away as much as I can here. Although this guy is probably garbage. I don't think anybody's going to take this guy, but... Alright, let's grab a bit of splash. Let's see if we can get this thing worked down a little bit. So I'm not sure what the event is going to be. So might as well have my benches as clear as possible. I don't know if I have... I think I've got one rainbow monowalker, so I've been mainly getting the amp walkers and proto rollers, so I've pretty much got a full deck of those in there. I might got to the point where I'm finally getting up to the stage of getting R7s, Opti-Strikes, and monowalkers, which means when I hit 19, I'm probably going to start getting more of the epic Beskar droids, which will be alright. And I did manage to snag an R7 and a BB-8 off the belt within this last few times I was on. So, do I have any tips? Well, I haven't got it yet, so don't suck as bad as I do. That's probably one great tip, but good to see you back again. I did watch some videos from some other guys on some tips, and one of the things that is that you don't have to fly through them, you can walk through them. So there's a few spots where it's better to actually land and walk through them. So you know right after the start there's those 4 rings really close together that you got to kind of dive down and go through. It's better to actually just land there and then jump through those 4 because you're less likely to hit the sides. So that's tip number 1. You can also do that on the far side where you kind of fly around. There's a big flat spot up on the top. You can go through there and then run to the next one. Both of those things also help refresh your jetpack a little bit. I mean, you got enough jetpack power to make it through if you do a perfect run, but it gives you a little bit more time. The second one is if you do happen to bump the wall, if it turns blue, you can still keep going. You have 6 seconds to make it to the next ring. So depending on where you're at, if you bump the side, you might be done, right? It might turn blue, but you might not have enough time to get to the next ring. But if you're close together and you bump the side, you might still be able to get to the next ring and have it turn blue as well. So those are the only 2 things, but I haven't done it myself, right? So I'm just going from what I saw other people say and do, and it definitely helped a lot. Hey, Dark Knight, how you doing? But yeah, I'm terrible with those rings. I'm just gonna have to dedicate like hours to it at some point. I think part of the problem is I only go and I try like 10 or 12 times, and by that time I get so completely discouraged by it. Plus, I kind of need to just forget about everything else. I need to do it somewhere like where I'm at now, I'm at Rebirth 18, 19, 20, where you just need a whole ton of credits and you can just not worry about anything. Just let everything work in the background and just go over there. You're not trying to find droids. Because I always get distracted with my missions ending. I think I just put all my missions on the 1 hour circuit for a rainbow or something and just bugger off and do the rings. So the first one is super late for me. It is just about 1 a.m. But I convinced my wife, for one, that That's R2-D2. I have to grab R2-D2. And I did go and have a couple hours of sleep before the event, so I'm not destroyed. Now, I'm not going to be on too terribly long. I'm going to be on about as long as it takes to get R2-D2. And then after that, I'm going to bugger off to sleep, because I'll catch the second event for sure. Because the second event, at least a good part of it, the second event starts at 7 p.m. my time, so much more reasonable timing than this one. But I needed to jump in and grab him. It's R2-D2, man. I mean, if there's one droid I need to jump in for, it's got to be R2-D2. And they've already leaked what it is that he does. I think you can actually see in the Droid X. Now, I think he showed up in the Droid X. Yeah, there he is. So 15% astromech mission speed. So he's going to be the fastest of the astromechs by far. And he also, from what I understand, he gets a 25% per second credit boost instead of 15 like the other ones. So that's a bigger boost than all the other ones as well. Which will be, I think he's probably going to be the second most valuable droid. I think BB-8 is still going to be the most valuable. But normally I was buying BB-8 right away. I'd make him as my companion. But I think I buy BB-8 right away, make him as my companion, and I'll buy R2-D2 right away, because at the very start you get 2 Astro missions fairly quick in there, and put R2-D2 to work right away. Because you'll just get that much faster missions, and you can put them like immediately on like a rainbow mission or something, and hopefully the rainbow mission will be like 40 minutes or something. We'll take a look. We'll find out once we get them. But it should be a fairly fast mission. Because normally it's like an hour and a half with the droids you get at the very start of the game. Like even now it's an hour and 3 minutes, and this is with an R7 legendary. So if we knock that 15% or whatever it said off of here, that'll be huge, right? Let's not run that though. Now we're on the short ones. That way we can, I should be able to here in the next short little bit while we're doing this event, because it will be double credits as well. I should be able to get to 19 here, and I'm hoping to get a good portion of the way to 20 even. I'm not worried about getting all the way to 20, but if I can get close to 20, then while I'm offline, hopefully I get the rest of the credits. So if I can get, because this will be 810 billion is where I need to get to right now in order to rebirth. So I should be able to get to 810 while we're doing the R2-D2 event. And then if I can get another trillion or so, if I can double it, trillion and a half, then I'll go to 20. And then I'll rebirth. Maybe. Or maybe I just continue to run tomorrow night as well. We'll see. Because I'm probably not going to play a whole bunch, and if I rebirth right away, I'm probably going to be fairly low levels for tomorrow's event. Alright, we need to be getting pretty close. We'll get this guy to work, and then the event should be starting. And what time is it now? Well, it should be starting any moment now. What does it say here? Oh, don't run into that. Alright. 10 seconds. So far the lobby seems pretty tame. That's the only guy that kind of grieves people, and here we go. R2-D2. Soon to be my favorite or second favorite droid. My favorite working droid, at least. Interact. No, not interact with you. Interact here. Data recovered. Scan defect data chip, signature broadcasting from the direct communications. What do we need to do? Need to grab a weapon, I guess. Grab that one. Oh, I got so many weapons now. What else do I need to do? I'm gonna grab that one too. Okay, what do we need now? Assuming we're fighting people together at least. So it is collective at least. These guys aren't even really fighting back. What do we gotta do with R2-D2? Can't even see anything here. Shot like crazy. I guess I shouldn't be in the crossfire, huh? My own fault. Alright. Not really sure exactly what we're doing except kill those while R2-D2 unlocks the ships. And try not to die in the crossfire of everybody else. Nope. I guess I should have grabbed a different droid as well. Mr. Bone would have been better. Alright, that hack is complete. We're on to the next one. So this is actually the only time the guns are really a lot of fun in the game when you actually get to collectively take out all the stormtroopers. Huh? I guess I'm disappointed I missed the Mr. Bones event because I think it was the same thing, right? Just killing stormtroopers. Ah, they're getting heavy though. Let's try some different weapons here. That one's working pretty good. Hard when everybody just kind of gets in your way as well. I think I like this one better. So it's a whole new separate section to the game, huh? It's completely isolated. Oh, these guys look like they're going to be tougher. Not really. I think the hardest thing is not hitting the other players in the crossfire. And then it's chaos. I mean, they don't even bother to hit you, really. I think I get hit and hurt more from the other players inadvertently than I do from the stormtroopers. Let's try a different weapon and see what it does. That one's not bad either. That's fast. It's fast, but it has to reload really soon too. Okay, I don't like that one. Alright. I guess it's just going to be this rinse and repeat for whole bunch. Our shotgun. Okay, that's my least favorite. I think this is my favorite one here. Let's stick with this one. What is it counting? The amount of data recovered. It's got nothing to do with how many troopers you kill. I think you just keep mowing them down for fun while R2-D2 just does whatever he's doing there. Maybe the better you do, the more data is recovered. Here. We're just going to keep doing that over and over. So what are we at now? 196? Seems like a really odd number. So we're getting 49 data each time. I didn't really pay attention to what the first one was. I like that they're adding a new area to the map. I don't think it's going to be permanent. It's probably going to be locked out afterwards. I'd love to see if they started to add new areas or new... Crap, there's so much fog you can't see anything there. New areas and new worlds to the map would be awesome. Alright. There is a lot of these guys, but they're super weak. Super weak. I can't even see who I'm shooting. I'm trying not to shoot the other players, but I can't even see anything. And I don't want to die. I don't know what happens when you die. Imagine you just respawn somewhere. I think I like the DJ Rex event. It was a bit of a grind, but I think I liked it more. And this is fun, but it's even more repetitive feeling. I definitely have the wrong droid for this. This would have been one of those times that Mr. Bones would have been nice. Alright, we're like halfway there. At least to the first award. I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing for the other awards, just more of the same here. Okay, a note for the future too, make sure I load up like Mr. Bones and get some better, some of the push would have been nice right now. Just clear them out of the way. I don't think you even have to do anything. I think R2-D2 would just hack it whether you shot these guys or not. I'm not sure if he's if us shooting these guys is actually speeding down or speeding it up or not. Maybe that's why it's a random number. You get a higher number the better you progress. I'm hoping that that's just them in the middle. I can't see anything here. I like when they get all stacked up like that. Well, I'm not sure. Oh, there you go. I don't like when this guy gets in the middle. Alright, one more. What are we at now? Just shy of 400 out of 600. I like to go to the backside here. Seems like they stack up more on the backside. Yeah, it's just messing around. Over there, wherever I'm at. Yeah, they just pile up here in the back. It's like shooting ducks in a barrel. Looks like there's just 3 stations. You just keep jumping back and forth between them randomly. Pretty easy, pretty easy. I don't know. I think it'd be a little bit challenging if you were in a private lobby, but in a public lobby, it's pretty easy. And I guess this mode you get griefed a little less because all those guys that just want to shoot at people will have something to shoot at. That person. And they line themselves up pretty good for you too. Alright, where are we at now? 474, about 126 left to go. It almost seems too easy. I'm not sure what R2-D2 is doing in there, but I'm sure with this number of stormtroopers they would have destroyed him by now. Alright, 5:14. So 2 more rounds, I think. Those guys are actually pretty easy. I thought they were going to be more elite and harder to kill, but they're actually just as easy to kill as the other one. And they spawn right in front of you. I kind of wish I could change out my droids at this point. So it's a total of, I mean, how long does it take to get R2-D2? I'm not sure, but the whole event will last for 6 hours, so like another 5 hours and 45 minutes. So it'll last for quite a while still. You got lots of time, and there is a second event. There's a second event that starts, about 18 hours from now. So if you miss this event, you still have a chance for another event. So yeah, you got lots of opportunity to get in here. Another 5.5 hours or more, plus another event afterwards. And you never know, they might do like DJ Rex and throw a couple events in there. Alright, man, we gotta do one more. We're like 4 short. So it looks like you might get more data recovered depending on how well you achieve this. But we're always, it just seems odd. We're like 4 short every time here. So we must have done poorly on the first one or something, and then the better you, or the more you kill, or the faster you do it, the more data you recover. And it looks like you get 50 data recovered each time, up to 50 data recovered each time. That's kind of the impression I get. You guys get right in the middle there. It's hard to miss them when they're standing right in the middle. Alright, hack complete. Speak to R2-D2. Where is R2-D2? He's going over here. Speak to R2-D2. How do you speak to R2-D2? I'm not really sure how to speak to R2-D2 in the middle of that. talk to R2-D2 and all that. Yeah, weird. Really can't see anything there. It's hard to find a spot where you can still see things. Not complete. Where is R2-D2? How do you speak to him? It says speak to him, but I can't speak to him at all. Can't even see him, never mind, speak to him. Alright, I'm not really sure what we're doing anymore because it said speak to R2-D2, but you can't even talk to R2-D2. Okay, now I see the little pink line. I think man just kills stormtroopers and follow R2-D2 around, but now it's saying you gotta talk to him. So we finished the first one, you close the bar at the top. Okay, let's follow this pink line. Oh yeah, look at this, we're just doing that. There we go, R2-D2 is unlocked. So you just gotta follow that purple line. And then you do the data recovered again. Okay, so don't do like me and keep chasing that R2-D2 around. As soon as you finish the first round and it says talk to R2-D2, go back to the entrance and then talk to R2-D2. That unlocks R2-D2. Now I'm assuming that you do this a whole bunch more here. Not as much. We only have to get 400 this time, but you keep doing this and you're going to unlock something else. R2-D2 paint is what you're going to unlock next. So as soon as the first event ends, it says talk to R2-D2. Don't chase the R2-D2 around that is going around to the next chip station. Go to the entrance. The most important part is done. We've unlocked R2-D2. Now we just can't get to see what he does yet because we're too busy with this part of the event. Alright, so 67 out of 400. I was a little laggy on that one, so I probably could have been faster and got a few more, but it doesn't look like the paint event starts until you go and actually get R2-D2. So attack these until that top little data recovery bar is closed, and then head to the entrance. And then just do the whole thing over. And then we'll see if there's a third item. I don't know if there's a third item or not. I think those are the guys throwing the shockwave grenades around. Okay, hack complete. Where's the next map? So pretty easy event. It's not too hard at all. Jump in, shouldn't take you too long. I think a public lobby or a lobby with friends will probably be easier. Imagine if you got to do all this by yourself, it might be a bit of a grind. But you know, in a group lobby, it looks pretty easy. It doesn't like, I don't know if any of these guys, none of them look like they're too bad at griefing people. I mean, yeah, one guy only had a couple of hundred kills, but it looks, everybody like seems to be pretty focused on just killing stormtroopers. But be a little bit careful because it's easy to get caught in the crossfire. super easy to get caught in the crossfire. And the stormtroopers hit you too, but they don't seem to do much in the way of damage. And I like this one, that one there, whatever weapon this is, the F11D blade. I think that's my favorite. Oh, I got killed. I wasn't even paying attention. Now see what's happening when I die. Oh, you just respawn right back where you started there. Yeah, there's my favorite weapon. This side seems to be better, man. They're all stacked up there. Okay, almost halfway to the next one. Let's take this guy out. Pay attention to how low I was on health. Yeah, man, if you can get lined up with one of those entrances where they're heading in, man, it's like super easy. You just nail a whole bunch all at once. I think I got a bunch of extra health too. I think I bought an extra 100 HP of health. So you might want to grab some shields or some health before you jump in here if you don't have a bunch of extra health. Like I bought it with Nova Crystals, but you can buy it off the wall, I think. I think you can still buy it off the wall. I didn't really pay attention because I never buy it. So we are over halfway now. 211 out of 400, so another 4 rounds of this. I'm not even sure you can leave the event if you wanted to. I think you're kind of stuck in here until the event is over. I'm not even sure if it's collective or if it's just me. Because once I finally figured out where R2-D2 was and I started talking to him, or talked to him and collected him, at that point is when this whole thing reset and I was at 0. So even if these guys are still doing something, I don't know if you're completely independent of the other ones, or if you're you're actively working to kill them, but I'm not sure if your score is dependent on everybody else. Your data recovery score is dependent on everybody else, or if it's just yourself. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Just shoot the baddies. You don't have to shoot the good guys. The next event, I can't play the R2-D2 one, I guess. It's a one-time deal. I was thinking I don't know. I mean, it's double credits. I wonder what's going to happen on the next, like if I jump in afterwards after we kill them all here, what happens on the next one? Do I get to do this event again? Like with the DJ Rex event, you can continue to do the event. But it was just for Nova Crystals. I wonder what's going to happen after you're done. Or if you jump in the second one. I guess we'll see. Do this one and then one more. Super easy though. A little repetitive and mundane. So I'm going to have to do 2 more, because I think it looks like the most you can get is 50. I lost my jetpack too when I died. You just get lined up like that, so you're into that door. It's easy. It's just hard when these other guys jumping in front of you. You really don't want to kill them by accident. Should have grabbed some of those shot grenades too. That would have been fun. Throw a couple of those in there. Okay, one more, and I will have. I'll have enough for the base paint, and then we'll see if there's another award or not. I mean, the only two I really care for is the base paint and the droid, so it looks like there's less of the other guys, so I might be a little bit behind. I don't feel like there's as many stormtroopers, and I don't feel like there's many of the other lobby players in here anymore. They might have actually spoken to R2-D2 sooner, and their event might be over. Okay. So that one is done. No, I got one more? No way, I got to do this whole thing for one more. No, that's unfortunate. It looks like each round runs like 45 seconds or so. Eliminated that guy by accident. I didn't mean to, buddy. He's standing right in the entrance there, too. I'm not trying to kill him, but... What a mob there. There we go. R2-D2 paint unlocked. Now it's just Nova Crystals. Every 400 you kill. So, I mean, if you do a perfect round, it's going to take you 8 rounds to get probably 1 Nova Crystal. So let's see how many Nova Crystals you get, but I'm assuming it's going to be 1. So let's see. I'm assuming it's not going to be worth it, though. Plus, I want to see what R2-D2 does. So we'll run one whole round here. We'll see how many Nova Crystals. I'm assuming 1 Nova Crystal. And then after that, we'll see how we get out of here. And then you just go to the entrance and you can just leave whenever you want. Go and come in and go whenever you want. All right. So I only got 25 that time. So it's going to be 8 times of this to get a Nova Crystal. We'll see. Maybe it's more than 1, but I have my doubts. We'll run one whole round of it. That's a bit of a grind for a single Nova Crystal. Hit by somebody. Anything here? Man, that smoke is really annoying too. Okay. Yeah, so 25 each time. So then you got to do 8 rounds of it. You're able to do 50 each time until the Nova Crystals, and now you're only able to do 25 each time. So that slows it down a lot. anything. I think there's only like me and one other person in here now. I think everybody else has already decided that 8 rounds of this is not worth it for a Nova Crystal. Yeah, and that time I didn't even get enough. I think that, I think it's literally just me in here now. I think everybody else has buggered off. So let's see how difficult this is. I don't think you have to do anything. I mean, the more you do, I think the more points and the more data you get recovered. But I think I'm the only one in here because nobody's going to grind us out for Nova Crystals. It's ridiculous. We got extra hard to achieve. At least I don't have to worry about shooting other people now. Just find the entries. We don't have... So R2-D2 wasn't very long. So essentially you've got to do these data recovery like I'm doing here. There's 3 terminals in here. You do the data recovery. I don't know which one they're going to now. As a group collectively, we were getting somewhere around 50 data recovered every round. Now, I don't know what's happening now. It's like it's kind of glitched. 50 data being recovered each time. And we had to do 600 for the first round, right? So about 12 rounds of it. If you don't kill enough stormtroopers, I'm assuming you get a little less. So I think we ended up doing 13 rounds in total, and we got R2-D2. So it was fairly quick. And then you do it for another 400. So it took us 8 or 9 rounds to get the paint. And then after that, for some reason, you can no longer get 50 on a mission. You can only get a max of 25. And you need 400 in order to get Nova Crystals. So I'm gonna grind it out here, but I'm pretty sure that we're only gonna get 1 Nova Crystal. And I think I'm the only one in here now. So I'm not even getting 25 around anymore. I think everybody else just decided it was not worth it. So yeah, I've got 101 of 400, which is absolutely terrible, right? I mean, and I think I've done 4 rounds already. I don't know which one I'm supposed to go to. Normally it's the one with a chip, but there's 2 with a chip. Must be the other one. So I think when you do it public, it goes faster. So there's 2 with a chip, but you want the one with R2-D2 at it. It was faster to get done. It's not too bad. I mean, it's fairly mundane. You just keep doing this. You just shoot these guys and shoot these guys. If you die, I died once. Well, check it out. It might be all right in private. I didn't try in private. It might just take you a little longer. I don't think even in public it's going to be worth it for the Nova Crystals, but it's not too long to get it done for R2-D2. It wasn't too painful. I mean, I think in total you've got to do 12 or 13 rounds if everybody's pitching in, and you're getting 50 data per round. I definitely don't, without anybody else in here, it's going to take too long. Yeah, 15. Within 15 minutes, I think I had R2-D2. And then, oh yeah, I should have grabbed some splash. That's what you need as well. It'd be nice if I had my jetpack. But, 6 hours start to finish, you've got to take it on, yep. And then, there's another event after that, so. Well, I don't know if this guy's as bad as CB. At least he didn't cost you 75 Nova Crystals. That's nice about it. At least he's a free droid. He's going to give you 25% credits per second instead of 15 credits per second. So that's a big bump on the other ones. And he also runs the missions faster. So we have to see what faster is. I haven't checked that out yet. I think I'm going to check that out because I don't think it's honestly worth grinding these for a crystal. Okay, so you just interact with this and you can head back out again. So R2-D2 has 2 abilities. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to head back and we're going to put them to work. All right, so one of his abilities is, where's my base? I think it was over here. Okay, so I got the R2-D2 paint. It just automatically put it on by default. So that is the R2-D2 paint. Let me grab a jetpack. So 4 minutes it took you. That was, I didn't really pay attention to how long. It wasn't too terribly long if everybody was pitching in. So this is the R2-D2 paint. It's all right. I mean, it kind of looks like R2-D2. I think I'll be going back to my flawless again. But let's put R2-D2 to work in one of these spots here. I'll put him at the back here. Let me just swap some things around here. Let's put R2-D2 on this one. And let's put this one on... What else do I have here? I'm just going to swap this guy with this guy. And swap one more time. All right. So R2-D2, he gives you 25... So he's making right now 6740 per second. The other droids are making 3660. So he's making, or 40-ish. So a significant bump on how much he's making. I mean, you can see the two together. That's CB23 on the left. That's R2-D2 on the right. So that's a pretty big bump, an extra 10% on top for your base credit. So he earns more by far than any of the other droids. And then if you, let's click this and we can see, we'll compare all of them for timing. Oh, look at that. I got more Nova crystals from this mission than I did from that thing. So yeah, there is a base skin. It's on my base right now. Looks like that. So those are the 2 awards. You get a base skin and you get a droid if I can do it without getting caught up there. All right, so then time-wise, this is a Beskar R7. A Beskar R7 runs the long mission in an hour and the best mission, the 10 billion mission, in 6 minutes. If we come down to CB23, he runs the long mission in 42 minutes and the 10 billion mission in 4 minutes. And then if we take a look at what R2 does, he does it in 42 minutes. So he saves you what? 42 from... same. It's the same. So he runs the missions exactly the same. I thought he was going to run them. I thought it said he was running the missions faster. So he doesn't even run the mission any faster than CB23. He's the same as CB23, but he does make substantially more credits. So that's his only real perk, is that he gives you significantly more credits per second. So I think until I rebirth and see how good that is early game, I'm not really sure. Right. Does he run the... He doesn't get the CB mission though, right? I mean, the CB mission is only for him. This I don't even know how to say El Farona mission. I mean, that's only for CB23. It's his award, and nobody else gets it. Oh, so equip him. Swap him. You have to have him as a buddy for him to work. Oh, so then if I would have done the mission there, it would have been faster? Now I started the mission too, so now I have to wait. Well, that's going to be a pain in the ass if you got to swap them each time. Okay, so it saves 3 minutes on that. That's not a whole lot either. It's still better than nothing, but I think that realistically, I'm going to put him to work on like the 10-minute mission, running it in 4 minutes instead. So we'll see. I just started that one, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be able to do it. Well, it's not the worst. I think CB23 is still the worst because CB23 cost me 75 Nova crystals. This guy was free. So I'd rather take a free droid that makes me that much extra credit than a droid that runs the other one. Yeah, I think, because my thoughts on them, early game, you can buy them right away for 1,000,000 credits, right? And instantaneously, you bring him up here and you put him to work. He can run like the hour mission in 42 minutes, which means early game, you're starting to get rainbows right away. He may be free, but you want your money back. I don't think you're getting your money back, man. All right, I'm gonna run him on the short mission here. I'm gonna run them all on the short mission. I think I'm gonna jump back into that stupid thing and just see how many Nova crystals they're gonna give me. But I'm almost guaranteeing that it's gonna be 1 Nova crystal, and that's really not, in my opinion, that's really not worth it. 1 Nova crystal for all of that grind to get to it. I think it's going to be brutal. All right, let's just take. I'm going to drop this thing. What else do I want to take in there? I got splashes. Yeah, perma splash effect might have been nice. All right, I'm going to jump back in that mission while those things are running. I'm just going to jump back in there and grind down and see. I mean, I already spent enough time to get 25% of the way there, so I might as well do the last little bit and see. But I'm pretty sure it's going to give you 1 Nova crystal, and maybe if you were in a lobby with friends and everybody's in here. But I'm going to be doing this myself. At least with DJ Rex, everybody else was there to give you a hand, right? Now it's just me, because nobody else is playing it. There's not one other person in here. Nobody wants to play this. It's ridiculous. I have no idea what time the event finishes in Texas, but if you're in Texas, it's going to finish in about 5 hours and 15 minutes. So whatever time it is now, you got 5 hours and 15 minutes to complete the event. And if not, then in 18 hours, there's another event. So you got 2 chances. Or 17 hours now, I guess, roughly. 17 hours from now, and there are 5 hours and 15 minutes on this event. And I'm getting slaughtered here. That's the other thing, too. If you're by yourself, it's a bit shit, because you gotta do all this yourself. It's gonna be a miserable grind for 1 Nova crystal, and nobody else is coming in here. At least with DJ Rex, everybody else was in the. I mean, because it was right around the base, right? Everybody else was there. This one's going to be a terrible grind by myself. I'll finish this up, and then I'm never coming back in here. You better, Danger Dave, you might want to do it in the lobby with friends, because I think it'd be a whole lot easier if you were with friends rather than just trying to do this like I am by myself. Because it's nobody else is participating. As soon as everybody else got the base paint and got the droid, everybody else buggered off out of here. And I would say it was really quite simple by myself. Definitely a bit more challenging when you're in here now. I'm not even halfway. I'm 150 now. These guys that throw the smoke are the worst. Because at least, the other thing with DJ Rex too is you could kind of do other things. Like you could mind your base, you could quickly run back, you could restart your missions, you could grind out one of your droids. Here, because you're in a whole different separate area, you kind of have to just focus on this alone. You can't do anything else. So I mean, yeah, you might get some Nova crystals, but I mean at the cost of completing any other objective in the game. Now, And I got like 13. We'll wait this time. I should run those thumpers and see how they work. Those grenades, let's see. Yeah, because now, I mean, I have to be a whole lot more defensive now because everybody's just attacking me and me only. So I got to be a little bit more defensive. And this doesn't even do much. Killing them, I don't think. Yeah, all attention's on me, so I got to be a lot more careful because I wasn't having too much problems with health before, and now I'm getting hit a whole lot more. Man, it's going to take forever. By yourself, getting Nova Crystals is going to take forever. I honestly don't think I even want to keep going at it. I think maybe tomorrow, when there's people who want to collectively find a lobby together and do it, it might be alright, but there's no way this is worth one Nova Crystal. Maybe that killed enough of them, I don't know. I'm not even halfway now. And I definitely think it has to do with how many stormtroopers you kill. And because I have to be so much more defensive, I'm killing a whole lot less. I suck at this, man. This is going to take way too long. Well, that wasn't the gun I wanted either, I don't think. I think it was that one there. What is this one here? Maybe that one's even better. Okay, so I finally broke the halfway mark. 207. I think I'm going to be sorely disappointed for the amount of time and effort this takes for the one Nova Crystal. Maybe it's private, maybe they give you a 5 or something, but I highly doubt it. I think it's going to be one Nova Crystal. Let's see. I didn't notice if I could buy a jetpack back there or not. Yeah, I'm going to get killed here again in a second because they're just ganging up on me. There we go. What do we got now? 220. Brutal. Where's this guy throwing that from? Where is this guy? Super annoying. It is you, isn't it? And maybe I stay back a little bit and find a sweet spot where you can just get them all like that. I won't take as much heat. know if I got any more that time or not. Where's he going? Here. Smoke, I hate it. Guy back here isn't throwing it. There you are. Yeah, find those red guys. They're the ones that keep throwing the smoke out at you. Smoke and the grenades at you. Alright, we're at 247. Yeah, get rid of these guys first. I think they're the most annoying. So you finish, you don't get any Nova yet. Like if you look at the top of my bar there, it says data recovered 247 out of 400. So once you do the first set where you get R2-D2, so you got to close off 600 of those and you're getting about 50 data each time. Once you get 600, you get R2-D2. Then the thing repeats again and you got to get up to 400 and you get R2-D2 base paint. After you get the R2-D2 base paint, then you just keep going at it and you got to get 400 to get Nova Crystal. It doesn't have an S at the end, so I'm assuming it's going to be one Nova Crystal at the end. So you just keep doing this event until you get another 400. But as soon as the base paint was there, everybody left. It's just me in here now. So nobody's bothering to get the thing. There's nobody even left in my lobby either. I mean, my lobby's down to me and one other person. So maybe I do that. Maybe I back out of this one, find a lobby that's more engaging, but I honestly don't think it's worth it for... Let me grab these. And if you die, you lose your jetpack as well, which is a bit of a pain, and you can't get it back in here, I don't think. So let me back out to another lobby, and I'll try a lobby with more people in it. Maybe somebody's actually going for those Nova Crystals. But I can tell you, it's... Because you can't do anything else, you can only... Yeah, it's only me and one other guy in here. So let's go find another lobby here and see if anybody else is doing the event. I highly doubt it. But because you can't do anything else unless you back out to here with the sandcrawler, I mean, I don't see anybody doing the event. So if you're not going in with a whole group of your friends, that your objective is to try and get those Nova Crystals, I don't see it being a whole lot of fun. It's going to be a long grind because you're on the constant defensive because they're only attacking you because there's nobody else in there. We'll see when we jump in another lobby, but I can't see the grind is worth it for Nova Crystals. I'd rather just grind and rebirth, because if you were to get those, like 11 crystals, even a rebirth 12, it would be faster than trying to grind that. So yeah, if you're close to getting something, maybe. But it's a long grind for the amount of time. Like, I think the amount of time it would take you to grind out 12 Nova Crystals there, you could probably rebirth and get to level 12 again. Let's go get my jetpack first. Let's start my missions, get my jetpack, and we'll jump back in there. I mean, I've gone this far, I might as well get my one Nova Crystal out of it. Get the jetpack, let's drop that gun. I don't want that gun, and we'll pick up a bunch of these. Alright, let's go get the rest of my crystals. I'm pretty sure you're only going to get one Nova Crystal for... Come on, it's a little finicky to interact with. Come on. There we go. I'm pretty sure that you got to grind out 400 data and you're going to get one Nova Crystal. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's all you're going to get. It's not worth it. It's too long. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at the belt. At least these guys, look at least there's people here actually contributing. I'm not the only one in here. That helps out a lot. I think that'll make a big difference, having other people in I should have put a different droid on too. I should have put Mr. Bones on. That might have made a difference as well. This guy was smarter than me. He got his Mr. Bones on. But at least having one other person, the focus isn't solely on me. Let's see how much faster it goes. Because I was only getting maybe 12 or 13 each time there was a data recovery when I was by myself. So we're at 299. We're at 299 right now. We'll see how much we get for doing another one here. But I think it'll be, for sure it'll be better with more people, right? Yeah, it's a whole lot easier with at least one other person in there. Because now the attention's diverted away from you a little bit. Let's see that. Significant improvement, right? So 39 data recovered that time. So compared to like 12 or 13 I was getting on my own, we got 39. So if you're in here with a group of people, it's a whole lot faster. But I think there's 3 of us in here and there's 6 in the lobby. So half the people are in here. So I think if you've got a lobby with 6 of you, 5 friends, and this is what you wanted to do is grind Nova Crystals, you could probably do it a whole lot faster. You could probably do it, you could probably get 50 per round again, and then it would take you 8 rounds. But I think 50 appears to be the maximum amount you can get at any one given time. I whacked myself with that one, didn't I? Alright, so one more here and we shot it. A whole lot better. That time we got 50 on it. So if you're in with a few other people, it's not so bad. But I think because you can't do anything else, you can't get anything off the belt, you can't find the Beskar run, you can't rerun your mission, any of that, I don't see myself doing this after I get this one Nova Crystal. What am I at? 26 Nova Crystals now, so let's see what we get. All right, hack complete, 27 Nova Crystals. So all that, you get one Nova Crystal. And it's similar to like it was with the DJ Rex event. It's kind of tracking you on your own, I think. And you can just pick up where you left off. So yeah, I don't see myself jumping back in there again because I mean I just missed the run here. I don't think there was anything decent on it. But I just missed the run there. You can't actively play the game anymore once you jump in there. So we'll see. I think we got this mission, so I'm going to actively, let's put R2-D2 on, and we'll see how much faster this mission is as well. I got, so far, since I logged in, I got more Nova crystals off of this than I did out of the event. But I got 50 crystals or chips that time. That was half decent. I should have had BB-8 on. All right, so if I swap him, his mission is 1641 when R2-D2 is equipped. Does it lower all the missions? Let's find that out. Well, these ones aren't done yet. They're a little slow. Yeah, so with R2-D2, it's 16 minutes 41 for his special one. Without him equipped, it is 1938. So yeah, you save, like Mr. Monkey said, you save 3 minutes by equipping him. But that means when the mission ends, you're going to have to equip BB-8 if you want to get double chips. Then you're going to have to unequip BB-8 and equip R2-D2 in order to get less time on the mission. And then you're going to unequip him to put him back here and get more credit. So it sounds like you're just going to be constantly swapping droids in order to do it. Now let's see, does he make all the missions shorter? I'm assuming he will, right? So I got R2-D2 on. This mission is 522. So if you got him equipped, every mission is now shorter. So it's 522 with R2-D2 equipped. And it is 6 minutes, I believe. 6 minutes and 18. So he makes every single mission shorter if you have him equipped. Although I don't think it's worth constantly swapping him out in order to get that little bit of time. So, I didn't mind the part to get R2-D2, but I'm not so sure I'm going to be grinding Nova crystals for this event. So let's run this a little shorter here. Run that shorter, swap them back. It's going to be a whole lot of droid swapping, which I'm probably not going to end up doing. Alright, they're all rerunning. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to jump back into the event for a few more Nova crystals just because I can't do anything else on the base. And I don't know how many, I didn't really pay attention to how much I got in the way of credits, but I think I'm better off taking advantage of the double credits up here rather than running around down in the event. So I think I'm going to stick around long enough to grind myself up to the next level, and then I think that will be it for me. I got what I wanted. I got the R2-D2. I got the base paint. I'll leave the base paint on for right now. Get rid of this guy. No flawless paint from him, unfortunately. I think that this guy finished off too. I can put this guy somewhere else. I'm at the point now where I've got pretty much all, I think I've got legendary rainbows everywhere now. I'm at the point where things will start to swap out to become Beskar. I've got a couple of Beskars in there. All right. Let me just see. I just want to see what other people are at in their progressions here. Yeah, I mean, R2-D2 wasn't too bad of a grind because everybody was engaged to get R2-D2. It wasn't too terribly bad. To get him or the base paint, I do not see myself spending a whole lot of time grinding out those extra Nova crystals. The amount of time you're doing there, because you're not progressing at all on your base anymore, I think I'll just skip it and progress on my base. I'm better off, I think, rebirthing here. Take advantage of the double credits to rebirth here. Get myself up to 19. Rebirth. That'll give me 11 credits, or 11 Nova crystals extra. 11 Nova crystals grinding out down below. It's going to take me the whole 6 hours, I think. Well, maybe not that long. I'm being dramatic, but... yeah, just for one crystal, not really worth it in my opinion. I think I'm better off to I'm better off to grind here and get an extra level here for 11 Nova Crystals. And then even then, once I'm done this one, I'm better off to grind again for the 2 trillion mark in order to get the extra 12 crystals after that. I think I would get crystals faster in this event because of the double credits doing this, what I'm doing right now, than I would going down there trying to beat those guys, because the whole time you're down there, you're not getting any more. I mean, I think you're getting some credits, but not that much towards your progression. So I think realistically, take advantage of the double. Get your R2-D2, get your base paint, take advantage of the double credits here to level up more and get your Nova Crystals that way. That's my thoughts. And maybe if you were with 5 people and you were all down there, it would go a little faster. But I mean, it's only going to go so fast. It's about 45 seconds per round. And if everybody's contributing, you're getting 50 data credits towards the 400. That means you've got essentially 8 rounds in order to get the 1 Nova Crystal at 45 seconds each, which is still 12 minutes. If everybody's participating, it's minimum 12 minutes to get 1 Nova Crystal at the most optimum. I think you're better off to just grind this out here. And it might honestly be worthwhile to swap out, like during this event, swap out R2-D2 to run these missions up top faster, because you're getting double credits on those as well. But it's just a whole lot of swapping out of droids, right? I don't think I'm gonna be swapping to save the few minutes. I don't mind the 6-minute-ish mission. It's like 6 minutes 18. I mean, if it's 1 minute faster, okay, it's a little bit faster, but the amount of time, because if you run R2-D2 mission, he's going to finish faster than all of them anyways. You're not going to be able to reset the R2-D2 mission if you want to equip him. I don't think you can get any Nova Crystals from this table at all. I've never got Nova Crystals off this table. The only way I've ever seen you can get Nova Crystals is you can get 1 Nova Crystal on your daily. If you super rebirth, this resets and you can get another Nova Crystal in the same day. You can get extra Nova Crystals if you buy the perk that allows you to have double your daily bonus. And you can get Nova Crystals by running the CB28 mission. You get a 5% chance of getting 1 to 2 crystals there. And you can get Nova Crystals when you super rebirth. Those are the only ways I know to get Nova Crystals other than these special events. All right. I think it's faster to go that way and just rebirth this way. I think that's what, my opinion, get your 2 rewards and take advantage of the double credits to level up here and get more Nova Crystals by super rebirthing rather than trying to actually run the event. Just because you can't do anything else during the event. All right, so yeah, sorry, I don't know if I said something that was confusing. I probably could have said something that was confusing, for sure. Alright, so now I've done all those missions. If I want to run them faster, I've got to go in here, I've got to swap out to R2-D2. I've got to take R2-D2 over and start the missions. Once I start the missions, they all run 1 minute faster. So instead of 6:18, they're 5:22. This one will be a little faster because it's the Beskar R7. Then I've got to go back over here, swap out back to R2-D2 again, and then run R2-D2's mission, who's going to finish a minute faster than all of them as well. So I guess if you did that, you could speed it up. And then if you're gonna, when it comes to the CB23 mission, the one you actually do get Nova Crystals at, you could speed them up there if the both R2-D2 is free and CB23 is free at the same time. But I don't think I'm going to grind here very much longer. I'll grind a little bit. Let's see if I can get some rewards because of the double credits. Because I can rebirth again. I think I've got all the requirements. Let me just double check. I think I've got everything I need. Yeah, I've got all the droids I need. I just need 2 trillion. So if I grind this out for a little bit and get myself to 2 trillion, I'll get more credits by just leveling up than I will by actually playing the event down there. Scrap value level is 4 right now. A second ring paint. I do not know. Let me take a look and see. I think there's only 1 ring paint, isn't there? Or do they have a... I heard they fixed it. I saw in the patch notes they fixed the glitch with the paints. No, I think it's just that 1 ring paint still. And back to normal. Yeah, so it looks like there's just this 1 ring paint. Where is it? Here, here. Yeah, still just the 1 ring paint, which I gotta get still. I can't equip it yet because I haven't. But I better do it sooner than later because you never know. Maybe they'll end that event and they'll try something different in the future. I'm not sure. The orange. I think that's just a regular event. So there's Ringmaster paint, Beskar paint for getting droids, Beskar paint for getting droids, Nova Crystal paint, Nova Crystal paint, Nova Crystal paint, the Rex event paint, R2-D2 event paint. Oh, Advanced Ringmaster. Ah, Advanced Ringmaster. No worries, man. Advanced Ringmaster. What do you got to do for Advanced Ringmaster now? I can't even get the basic Ringmaster. What I got to do for Advanced Ringmaster, man? Probably got to do it even faster. Man, I can't. I guess I got to start. I guess I got to. Sometime this week, maybe I just got to dedicate some time to doing the rings. But I tell you, I struggle so bad with the regular one. I am not so sure that I am going to be able to do the normal one or the advanced one. I mean, this is cranking up pretty tough. I think I'm going to stick it out until I get pretty close to the 2 trillion mark here. I mean, it's adding up so fast. I mean, taking advantage of the extra rewards here, or the extra credits, is probably the best thing out of this event. Other than I mean, the droid, R2-D2 is good. I think early game he's going to be very helpful. Running faster missions early on, I think will be helpful. Getting you some diamond and rainbow droids early on in the game, I think he'll be super helpful. The fact that he earns more credits than all the other ones means that if you're going to buy one to earn credits, you might as well buy him. I think BB-8 will still be my first choice, and then probably R2-D2, and then probably CB-23, then IG-11, and then the other 2 I don't care where they come in. I get them a little bit later when it's time to get more credits. You see, like, now, if you look at the back there, you can see R2-D2 is already done because he's a minute faster than everybody else. But if you want to use his perk to make all the other missions faster, you can't go rerun him again because then he's not available to equip to make the other missions faster. once these other two stop or come down, I'll run up there. So now there's the other missions. I'll collect these on the way up there. Then you can come up here. You can collect all your missions. I think I need to swap out. I think I'm going to swap R2-D2. I'm going to put him up here. The reason being that when I come up next time, the first one I can grab is R2-D2. I can grab him right away. I can immediately grab these crates, rerun the missions right away, and then drop off R2-D2 and start his mission. And then you gotta swap him back. Yeah, so I think if he's in this position and I run the whole circle, it'll be a little bit faster. Collect all this as well. But look at that, I'm already like 1/8 of the way there. I just rebirthed and I'm already 1/8 of the way to the next super rebirth. So I think I'm better off, instead of running that event, getting one crystal every 12 minutes or so. I think I'm just better off to sit here and beat on the scrap bench for 12 minutes. And I mean, in a half an hour or so, I should have enough to go up one more level. And I'll get more from one more level of rebirth than I will from the time I spent. Oh man, I got lots of these guys now, huh? I'm going to have to put all these mono walkers on before I go to bed tonight. Start stocking them all up. I think I'll still pop on tonight, or for the next, my next evening, for the next event as well, just for the double credits. I think that'll be the biggest bonus out of it all, is the double credits. Yeah, that flawless 50, I've been thinking the same thing at some point, because right now I've got all of my commons. I'm still missing 3 of my rares. I've got 1 legendary and 3 epics. But right where I'm at now, at 19, I'm just starting to get rare Beskars on my missions at the back. So I think when I hit 19, I'll start to get... when I start to get 20, I'll start to get some epics in there as well. And then maybe just hold 20 for a while and grind out the epics and the legendaries until you get the flawless and those. Even earlier today, I was doing other things, and I would just throw on the mono walkers and the which ones were they? These guys, whatever these ones are. I threw on a whole bunch. That's why I got so many of them out here. I just throw them on there and grind them up, just because I knew I wanted the Mecha Droid, because I was hoping I would get the flawless in them. I ground out a whole bunch of them. But yeah, I think if you really want to get the whole flawless, you're going to have to go up higher. But you know, the good thing about this is nobody's here to contest me on these things. And there's 2 strike orbs back to back. So we'll stick one in the back there, and I'll throw this one on. And I don't need these things, I don't think. I don't think they give me as much as the other ones, but I might as well run them up and get a chance of getting my flawless out of it. I didn't check and see if any of those were other ones that I needed rare. I don't think so. I only need 3 rares, so grab this one as well. Everybody must be down in there fighting, so I'm uncontested on these, uncontested on that whole run. Stick that guy in there. Yeah, if they give you that many credits, I might actually consider buying the double flawless bonus credit that you get in the Nova shop. Let me throw some splash. Get this guy knocked out. I'll throw the other one as well. I didn't notice how much these guys give you, but I don't think they're enough to replace. Maybe they're a bit more than Opti Strike. I can swap them out. Really, I just want them for the flawless. Oh, did they speed that up again? I don't think so. Still slow. Super slow to refresh. I saw other people on Reddit complaining too that they slowed down how long it takes to get a refresh on the gold splash. It's ridiculous. Alright, so do that. Swap out, get R2-D2, get this mission, restart it, get this mission, restart it. Except you don't get his double chips. If I want double chips there, which I don't care for at this point, then you have to swap again to BB-8. Then you got to swap back again and restart them. That's a lot of swapping. 10 hours a day, man. No wonder you're tired. You gotta go chase some gummies, man. Or some sprites. Chase some gummy sprites, man. I've been jumping in doing that. This is too much. I come in here, I'll throw some longer missions on, get some of the rainbow things. Maybe I'll level up once or twice and throw some things on the workbenches, and then I go do something else. But like today, most of my day I spent doing other things. What R2-D2 those? Sorry, you're asking what does R2-D2 do? If you're asking what R2-D2 event does, you get R2-D2 for one. Then the second thing you get is that base paint. If you do the second part of it, which is fairly quick, I'd suggest doing that. It's not my favorite base paint, I don't think. And then R2-D2 does two things. He speeds up missions, the Astro missions, and he gives you a higher credit per second than all the other Iconics. Like if you look at my Iconics here, all three of them are making 40.44. If you look at R2-D2, which is his first one, he's making 67.4. So he makes 25% of the total base credits, where everybody else makes 15. And if you equip him before you start your Astro missions, he knocks off, I don't know how much time, maybe 25% of the time. He knocks off, like if you, on that 6-minute, 18-second mission is how long it's taken for most of my droids that are up there. He knocks it down to like 5 minutes and something. So he knocks about a minute off the mission. So, but you got to equip him each time, which means if I've got him in a position like that, every time I got to go up there, I got to equip him, I got to start the missions, and then I can unequip him to something else. But it's better to keep him, because he earns so much credit, you don't really want him doing anything else except earning extra credits, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to stick it out long enough to grind myself up to close to 2 trillion here. You're getting a ton of Nova Crystals. How many Nova Crystals? The most you can get is 1 every 12 minutes. How many Nova Crystals have you got so far? Yeah, but doing the event, the most you can get is 50 data credits towards the 400, which means you got to do it 8 times, and each one of those times is 45 seconds, so it's 12 minutes in order to get 1 Nova Crystal. At the bare minimum. If you're doing it by yourself and there's nobody helping you out, it'll probably take even longer. So it'll take you 12 minutes for 1 Nova Crystal, which means if you want to get 11 Nova Crystals, it's going to take you 2 hours. In 2 hours, in less than 2 hours, in another 30 minutes, I'll have had enough to move up 1 here to level 20, and that's enough. If I rebirth, I would get 11 or 12 Nova Crystals for that. $2.4 billion per scrap hit. Yeah, that's where it's valuable. I'm not getting 2.4. I'm getting 1.35. With a level 4 scrap bench and almost all rainbow legendaries out there. I got a few Beskar legendaries. Let me finish off this guy. I forgot about this guy. I forgot I was working on this guy too. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to trying to earn my Nova Crystals from the Super Rebirth rather than down there, just because you can't take advantage of the double credits when you're down there. I mean, okay, all your droids are still making double credits, but you can't take advantage of the scrap bench. Oh yeah, he is sweet, huh? I can't lounge you. I got to get BB-8 and sell a few things off here. Oh, jump. Let's sell you off. Well, I got you equipped, I might as well sell you off. I've got another one of these guys. Come here, come here. I'll put you on that one. I'll sell everything that's in my lounge as well. Well, I got BB-8 equipped. Not you. Not you, not you, not you. I don't think I can actually sell anything. I'm keeping all these guys because I want to keep one of everything. Yeah, the XP reset is fast, huh? Oh, I can sell this guy off. Yeah, I noticed that too, that I started getting XP again today. Let me get this guy in there as well. So those two paid off. I think the other than getting a free Iconic Droid, I think the next best thing is that in this lobby, everybody's down in the event hunting for Nova Crystals, so I'm uncontested on the belt, and I got both the epics, and nobody even came to look at the belt. I need to pay attention to when the next one is, and maybe I can get whatever good stuff comes off there without anybody bothering me either. Keeps everybody distracted. Yeah, I don't think I'll be down there hunting Nova Crystals anymore. I think I've done with the Nova Crystals down in the event. I think I'll just grind up the level here. Proto Roller, that's a lot of time in this game mode. I think you got a similar personality to me. I get very addicted to certain things and kind of just go crazy at it, but then I have to temper myself at some point, because if not, I just get sick of it and then I don't enjoy it anymore. So you got to find this balance between that and the other. And I'm kind of actually enjoying the hunting for the different sprites. Although I'm finding it very hard on my own to find anything new now. I'm just finding the same stuff. But like yesterday evening, I jumped in and just did a live stream on hunting for the sprites, and then a whole bunch of people joined me, and we just went together and swapped. Every time we would jump in, we would trade with each other whatever sprites we were missing, and then we would just finish out the game looking for whatever else we could find. So it worked out pretty good. I ended up getting like 5 or 6 new, no flawless, but yeah, I ended up getting like 5 or 6 new sprites. And yeah, they look a little small, but I think I'm still gonna try and get them all. Is that the best card? I gotta look and see when this run is coming. 7 minutes. Like, there's nobody else up here. Everybody else must be in the event, which means I got the whole place to myself. I mean, last time, man, I'm getting these like crazy, huh? Let's just throw you against the wall for now. I might throw you on the bench here later. Yeah, that works out pretty well. If I put him here, that works out all right. I can run through them pretty fast. All right, so we're over a quarter of the way to the next one. Get back on that scrap bench again. I'll be back in 1 second. I just got to get something to drink. Need another water. All right, I'll throw this guy out front. I don't need him. I'm really torn on whether or not this is a good thing having those blueprints. Sometimes it gives me stuff I need, but this late game is not giving me anything that I want. It just interrupts my grinding for the next rebirth level. The event's alright for the credits, man. You can, like, I tried to set myself up so going into this event, I was already at a significantly high level, because normally I would have rebirthed at 18, but it was so easy. Man, I'm getting these non-stop here. But I'm getting I got to that 810 so easily, and I mean, even 2 trillion is fairly easy now. So that's an extra 20 Nova crystals just by going up two rebirth levels. I think that's a whole lot better than grinding out the Nova crystals in the event. I think you'd be surprised if you could get 20 Nova crystals in the entire 6 hours. I think it'd be very challenging. I gotta make a decision. Do I rebirth here at 20 and then once I've done that, grind up so I'm high enough that it actually means I can take advantage of the double credits for tomorrow night? really the only place it helps is this high. It's not really that much of a struggle even to get to 325 billion at your level 18 mark. It's only once you get above level 18 that it really helps. You know what? Oh, I don't know what the scribe pants is, but I think you're asking why you can't shoot the scrap bench anymore. I think that's what you're asking. I don't know why they took that out. Yeah, that's pretty popular in a lot of Tycoon games where you can actually shoot the scrap bench instead. Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad. I wouldn't mind that actually. Although, I mean, I've got a bunch of weapons equipped right now because of the event, but I've stopped even equipping my weapon at all anymore. Like when I see a guy running around with a gun in his hand, I'm always a little cautious out there. So I stopped even equipping my gun because I really have no intention of killing anybody. So you're R2-D2? So you're saying like why does he, like if you look above his head, why does he say he only earns 1.9k where mine's earning 70.58? And the reason is that all of the iconics, the way they work, like if you look at them here, if you look right by his picture there, mine says 25% per second. Yours should say that as well. All the other iconics say 15% per second. So basically what it is if you added up all the droids that are working in your base, not the ones in your lounge, just the ones that are working, if you add up all the value of them, it's making 25% of what all of them make together. So if you're fairly early on in the game, then you're not going to have as many droids. I've got all of mine are Rainbow Legendary with a few Beskar variants that earn more in there as well. So I'm making significantly good credits per second in my base. So if you're earning a small amount, it tells me you're probably right now at one of the lower rebirth levels, and that's why you're earning less. You're probably like down in 3 or 4 or 5 rebirth level. And the higher you get and the better your droids are that you have in your base, the more you're going to earn for R2-D2, because it is a percentage of your base. Same with all the other iconics. It's the same thing. It's a percentage of the entire base earnings. Swap. All right, let's throw that guy down. I don't need any more R7s. I'm fully stocked on R7s or better up here. So we'll throw him out there. Let somebody else have him. Yeah, no worries. So that being said, so I don't know how many of the iconics you have, but all the iconics give you more. R2-D2 will give you the most at 25%. But early game, you don't want to put all the iconics to work in your base either, because they don't make money off of each other, right? They only make money off of the other ones. So you want to have one iconic working when you're fairly early in the game, and then you want to kind of spread them out. Once you get up a few more rebirths, then you add another iconic, and then you get up 2 or 3 more rebirths, then you add another iconic. So don't get all of them instantaneously, because at the start you don't get that many slots, and you're better off to fill those slots up with droids that make credits rather than just filling up iconics. If you put 5 iconics in there and nothing else, you won't make any money, because they only make it off the other droids. Yeah, I'm hoping for C-3PO too. I don't know if he's coming or not, but I know that at one point, I'll show you here. I don't know if R2-D2 is still up on the ridgeline or not, but at one point R2-D2 was way up on the ridgeline. Where am I at? Yeah, I think they've taken him off there. R2-D2 was up on this ridgeline above these 2 banners here, but at one point there was actually C-3PO and R2-D2 up here. Now R2-D2's in the event, so now he's no longer up there, but it tells me that most likely he's coming again, right? I mean, if they had him there briefly, I'm assuming he's coming into the game. I'm honestly surprised they didn't add those guys in way earlier into the game, but... Let's go check again and see how much more time I got here. Oh, I missed it. I didn't even pay attention. I missed the whole round of it. I always do that. I'm always busy and I forget to check and see when the Beskar round runs through. That's alright. I don't really need a whole lot in the way of droids anyways. I mean, the only reason I'm going for them is to get the flawless. But I'm not going to go above... I'm not going to go above 20, I don't think. I'm just going to grab the 20 and be done with it. It doesn't take too long with the double. I definitely wouldn't be grinding this out if it wasn't an event right now. It would be way too long. So how do I get my flawless? So, I mean, first look at my droid count. I mean, I'm put to shame by that joke Reno down there with 10,000. My goodness. 10,000 droids. I've got 6,000 droids crafted. So first of all, my droids are... The flawless droids I have are almost all common and rare. I've got 3 epics and 1 legendary. So most of my droids... I've got 27 flawless droids. Of those 27, 23 of them are common and rare droids, right? So they're by far the easiest, and part of that's because I focused on those droids as well because they're quick and fast and easy to craft. So I just started by basically writing down a list of the ones I was missing. At the start I didn't care, but as you start to get shortlisted, I just kind of made a list of which ones I was missing, and then I would watch when Rainbow or Beskar ones would come out onto the belt, and I would go down, and if there was any of the ones that I was missing flawless on, even if I didn't need them, I'd just grab them, I'd bring them up, I'd throw them on my bench, and I would just craft them, because they only take, like the commons and the rares only take like anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes up to 15 to 20 minutes, and if you're smashing on the bench, it's a few seconds, right? It doesn't take you very long. So I would just make a point of doing that. If I saw those ones, I'd grab them, I'd throw them up here, only in Rainbow and Beskar varieties, because your odds of getting a flawless are significantly higher. It's a 1 in 100 chance with a Beskar, and it's a 1 in 125 chance with a Rainbow. And if you do it during an event, you get double the chances. So it's 1 in 50 and 1 in 67.5. So you've got an even higher chance of getting them at that point. So that's basically what I did. And because the epics and the... No, I don't want to do this. Sorry, I want to swap out. So that's one more thing I got to put into my whole mental thing. So the epics and the legendary, because they take so much longer to grind, and you don't get them as often, right? They don't pop up as often. You're less likely to get them. So that makes it a little harder. So here's like a Track R. I have Track R already as he's one of my flawless, so I won't bother grinding him up. But at some point, if you want to get the higher flawless, you're going to have to just focus on them. And where I'm at, it's not a bad level right now, because you can see that I'm getting a lot of, I'm getting epic Beskars, and I'm getting lots of these legendary rainbows. So if I want to start getting those, like earlier today, I was just literally throwing these on the bench, even though I didn't need them, and just grinding them out in the hopes that I would get a flawless out of them. I didn't, but I was hoping I might. But yeah, basically just keep track of which ones you're missing. When you see them in Rainbow or Beskar on the belt, grab them, even if you don't need them to progress, and smash them out. Eventually you'll get them all. But it's slow. It's not, you're going to have to dedicate a lot of time. You're going to dedicate a lot of time if you want to get the full 50 flawless. 51 flawless, but you need 50 for the ping. And I'm over halfway there, but I'm the easy half. Let's throw this guy out here as well. People might want this guy. No, anything can get flawless. You can get a flawless with anything you craft up. The odds just get better the higher they get. So it's a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting a flawless on a common droid. It's I don't remember on a gold. I think it's 1 in 500. It's 1 in 250 on a diamond. It's 1 in 125 for a rainbow, and it's 1 in 100 for a Beskar. So you got 10 times better chance of getting a flawless on a Beskar than you do on a common one. So you're better off only crafting, if you're hunting flawless, you're better off only crafting the rainbows and the Beskars. You could still get it with the other ones, but your chances are a whole lot lower. And I probably have. I didn't really pay attention to which ones I got them on, but when I'm actively looking for the droids, like, unless it's early game and I need, like, I'm missing ARG is one of them, and BU4D, I'm missing those. I don't, unless it's early game, I only get those in the higher levels. I would say if you're level 19 right now, so normally I would rebirth at 18 to 19. I would 100% say go. All I'm going to say to you right now is that during this event, you're getting double credits, and the event's live for another, what, 4 hours and something minutes. So you're getting double credits. I would have normally rebirthed here at 19. I'm going to grind up a little bit because it's so much faster. I mean, I don't know how long ago it was, like 40 minutes ago or so, maybe, not even. I rebirthed to 19, and I'm already over halfway to my next objective. If you're not finding it too much of grind, and depending on how good your scrap bench is, like I'm a level 4 scrap bench, you might want to stick it out. If it's taking you too long to grind up, I would rebirth right now. Like if you got a level 1 scrap bench, you might want to just rebirth right now. Other than that, it's just going to take you a long, long time. And then you can take advantage of the double credits to bump up even faster. Yeah, for sure. Like normally, I would always rebirth at 18 to 19. 100%. I never go past 18 or 19 if I'm just trying to get Nova Crystals. It's much faster to start all over again. Yeah, for sure. You can do it in a private room, no problem. So for the R2-D2 event though, like when I was down there, I didn't find anybody was causing me any problems or grief. People were actually really good. Everybody had lots of things to shoot at besides me, and it went pretty fast and fine. You might find to do the event, it's a little faster in a public lobby than a private lobby, but I stayed down there and got Nova Crystals all on my own. It might take you a little bit longer, but for sure you can. It's very manageable. It just takes you a little bit longer during the event, but very manageable. I think more manageable than DJ Rex was by itself. DJ Rex was, I think, really long if you're by yourself. Oh yeah, the 6-minute missions are a huge win, right? Being doubled, even the scrap bench being doubled, everything's doubled right now, so it's a big win to have that for sure. That's why I'm taking advantage of it right now. I normally wouldn't have bothered, but to grind up to 20, but I'm going to take advantage of it. So I'm going to get this as quick as I can, and then I'm going to bed because it's almost 3 in the morning for me. You know what I think I did? I think I forgot to start R2-D2's mission. I totally did. I put him back in there, and then I forgot to start his mission. That's all right. Yeah, I ground and got 1 Nova Crystal from down there, and I think it's easier for me to grind credits up here and get the Nova Crystals from one extra level. Nobody even taking all my rainbows. I think there's one person running around in my lobby that's not down in the missions. I think most of them are down there actually grinding out the Nova Crystals there, but I think I'm better off just to stick out here. Let me just collect all these credits too. Every little bit helps. Yeah, I haven't bothered to swap BB-8 for my chips. I don't need the chips because I'm not going to be chipping anything up at all. But yeah, everybody's making sweet credits right now. The scrap bench is doing good. I mean, look, I'm making 1.4 billion every scrap I go through, even more, but 1.5 billion every normal scrap. Which means I'm making probably, what, like 6 or 7 billion when I hit a rainbow, maybe more. Yeah, there's a gold made me almost 3 billion. Yeah, 6 billion roughly for diamond. This is rainbow and gonna give me here. I'd like to start crafting all those droids as well, looking for my flawless, because it just takes so much time. I think I'm just going to stick with the mono walkers because I've got all R7s up top or better on the top deck, so I'm a little low on the. I'm better than Opti Strikes. Everything is Beskar in my battle section. And I'm a little light in the worker section, so I'll throw mono walkers on. At this point, though, I'm just looking for flawless, because I'm hoping to get high enough that I'm pretty close to the rebirth. If I get to like 1.9 trillion, I think I'm going to call it a night, because I'll make the rest out while I'm sleeping. Then I can come on tomorrow, rebirth, get my Nova Crystal, rebirth, get another Nova Crystal off the daily quests, grind up a little bit, and then go do things for the day and come back in time for the event in the evening and take advantage of the double credits again. That's not too bad. This is pretty quick. This is the only time I go above 19 is when it's an event. It just takes too long. Although I find getting to 19 isn't, with the level 4 scrap bench, getting to 19 is not so bad anymore. I find it's a bit of a grind, but if you time it right and you've ground out a little bit and then you finish before you go to bed, by the time you wake up, you got a decent amount of credits. It's not that much of a stretch to get to 19. And I think it'll just get easier as you get more and more scrap bench levels. It'll be even easier. But you got like all Beskars in there. That's how I felt. That's how I felt when I did my first one. Just all Beskars, and there's no way I wanted to get rid of it. Now I'm not so bad. I mean, these rainbows, I don't mind giving them up. But I find that my strategy, because I'm like on my 8th or 9th Super Rebirth now, and I've started to balance this game with, I mean, for sure I put too much time into this game early on. find that I put less time into the game. I put more time into other games or into just doing other things, right, outside of the game. But I find that my strategy has changed a little bit over time on how I do it. I tend to run more breaks from the game where I can run longer missions and get some better rainbow droids at higher levels faster and earlier. And I also try to hop lobbies because with the scrap bench, it doesn't take me too long that I'm at the point that I can buy rainbow legendaries. And I try to, long before I'm actually getting them on my missions, I can start to buy them. So I find that I swap lobbies until I find one where there's somebody like what I'm doing right now, where they're throwing them out front, and you can easily fill up with rainbow legendaries long before you would normally earn them. So I'll throw this guy on the bench because he's one of the ones I don't have as flawless. I don't think I need him. I don't know what R2 earns. I don't think I need him, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's a good earner as well. What does he take? Hour 5. Yeah, at hour 5 he's probably not. Let me grab a juice here. Can't grab a juice because I got too many guns. Let's get rid of all that stuff. Did I grab a juice? Yeah, I did get a juice there. Okay. So you can get a flawless. You can get, once you've got flawless, it applies to all droids, no matter what level they are, right? So if you get a flawless in Beskar, you can put flawless on any of them. If you get a flawless in a common, like if you get a flawless in an R7 common droid, you can put the flawless on a Beskar droid or a rainbow droid. Flawless applies to the droid, not the rarity. So you can earn it on any of them, and once you've earned it, it applies to all of them. So you only have to earn it once and it's there. So you're more likely to earn it on a Beskar droid than you would on a common droid. But no matter where you earn it, you can apply it to all of them, if that makes sense. Right? And I'll show you here in 1 second. I'll show you 1 second. Let me just finish this guy up. I'll go to my Droid X and I'll just show you what I mean. Yeah, you did the super rebirth, huh? It's always a bit hard to do it, but then once it's done, the game's a lot of fun again. Actually, 12.24. He does earn slightly more than one of these guys. So let's put you in the lounge, and we'll put you to work then. All right, let's just take a look at the Droid X. So if you look at it, I've got all my common droids done. Like you can see all the way down to ID10. You can see he sparkles for one. And if you look at their thing in the top left corner, there's the little stars. Whereas like this one here, Balcor, he doesn't sparkle and he doesn't have the little thing in the corner. So I don't have flawless. But I've got all the flawless, and this is in the default one. But if I go to gold, you'll see it's the exact same thing. All the same ones are flawless. All the exact same ones are flawless in diamond, same in rainbow, and same in Beskar. So once you've got the flawless in any one of them, it doesn't matter. It applies to all of them. So you've got flawless. It's good for every single rarity. The only difference between them is it's a whole lot easier to get it with the Beskars or the rainbows because the odds are so much better. So if you're not farming flawless, just try to progress as fast as you can. If you are farming flawless, just go after the rainbows and the Beskars. The rainbows because you're more likely to find them. The Beskars because it's the best odds of getting them. Hey Sam, thanks a lot. I'm glad you're liking my stream. I'm hoping people find it a little bit helpful at least. And I'm fairly new at this, so I'm trying to keep it as engaging as possible. Yeah, it is nice to have something that's a little different, and really it keeps all the guys that pop in from Battle Royale and just want to shoot at something, it keeps them busy as well. They don't shoot at you, they got something else to shoot at. That's really what they need in this game. I think a lot of people come in this and they just want to shoot at things, and this mode really isn't about shooting at things for the most part. They need some side quests that are a little bit more valuable than the ones they have. I mean, they've got those ones where you can go take the stormtroopers out, but I mean, you can get the same rewards by just opening up a crate as you can for spending a couple minutes shooting at those stormtroopers. So they need to give a more enticing reward to keep those guys busy shooting at things and not shooting at me. Yeah. Well, I find that a lot of the new, there's a few people that are just haters and they come in here and they just wanna grief people for sure. But I find that usually the people that shoot you the most are people that are really new to the game mode, and they probably just came from Battle Royale and they got a gun in their hand and they think everybody's there to steal whatever it is they're trying to get. So they just shoot at you. I had a guy shoot and kill me the other day for it was like a rainbow ball core or something. It was something stupid. It was so low. I picked it up. I don't think it was it was like a common ball core or something. It was something I needed just for my objective. And he shot me for it. I think because he just saw me pick it up fast and was running away with it, and he just thought it was valuable and he killed me. And I'm like, man, it's like one of the most common droids you can get off the belt. Why would you even bother killing me for that thing? Let me get this started and I'll read your comment there. Oh, I got an orb walker. I'll throw that guy on there too. Swap them, get this guy started again. Alright, so if you're grinding crystals the rest of the time, etc., your Rebirth 22, RD 23 SRB ones, which iconic droid should I take, my companion, for this event? I would say taking, probably for the event, probably taking Mr. Bones, because it's an attacking event, right? I mean, you're there attacking and battling them. So Mr. Bones is probably the best one to take. But as soon as you get R2-D2, R2-D2 becomes your companion, and I'm assuming they send Mr. Bones back to the lobby. My droid that I had companion with me, which was this one here, it was back in the lounge. So I think make sure you got a spot in the lounge. I don't know what happens if you don't have a spot in the lounge. I don't know what would have happened to this guy. But make sure you got an open spot in your lounge and take Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones will be the best one for this event. It's an all-out shoot the stormtroopers event. No flawless there. We'll just sell them off. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have taken Mr. Bones in with me. I wasn't even thinking. I didn't know what the event was actually going to be fair, so you couldn't really know what you were going to bring in. So R2 is a companion with you. The only thing he does is, if you were just watching there, if you equip R2-D2 as your companion, and you start the Astro missions, it knocks a decent percentage off the Astro missions. So like that CB23 mission, it's like 20 minutes, it's now down to like 17 minutes. So it knocks like 3 minutes off that one. So I didn't calculate the percentage, but I'm gonna guess it's like 10 to 15, maybe 15% off the mission time. So if you equip him, he makes when you start the mission, all the missions are slower. But I think his biggest advantage is to not equip him, because if you look at my other iconics here, they all make 42.38 per second right now, and if you look at R2-D2, he makes 70,000 right? So he makes 25%, where those ones make 15%. So he's not quite double, but he's getting close to making double what the other ones do. So I think his biggest advantage is to stick him in a workstation. So my strategy, what I've done with him, is I've stuck him in my number 1 spot here, and because he's faster than all the other ones, he gets done first. But when my missions are done, I come up here first, I collect his crate, I swap him out, and then I go around and collect and start all the other missions that are available, and then I swap him back and start his mission. And that way all the missions are like a minute and a bit faster than they normally would. So it just makes them go through quicker. But it means you got to swap him every time. But I'm kind of doing it as a whole circuit. I swap him, start all the mission, collect and start the mission, and then swap him back and start his own mission. And it seems to be working all right. It's just an extra step in there. That way I'm getting the maximum amount of credits out of him the whole time, and I'm also speeding up the missions a little bit. But I think the rest of the time you wouldn't want him equipped. He's better off to be sitting there making you the most amount of money out of all the iconic droids. Like, early game, BB-8 is my BB-8 or my pickaxe droid are my 2 go-to companions, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm trying to craft up a droid, it's my pickaxe. The rest of the time, BB-8 is with me all the time. So I would just stick R2-D2 in one of those Astro mix. I think I haven't rebirthed with him, obviously, but I think he's probably going to be the second droid I buy. The first droid will be BB-8 still, but I think immediately after BB-8, I will buy him and put him in an Astro mix mission right away, so that he can be running faster missions right from the start. Plus, you can get CB23 fairly early, and if you're trying to hunt Nova Crystals, you can have those 2 droids up there earning extra, and you can be speeding up their missions as well, or speeding up CB23's mission as well. And I mean, I think he's still too overpriced, CB23, but I've probably earned 10 Nova Crystals off him now in total since I've got him. So I'm still a long ways from having him pay off, but so yeah, I would do this. Let me collect these on the way up there. But my missions have now come through, so I'll come up here, I'll collect this mission, I'll swap out to R2-D2, and this mission would normally take me like 6 minutes and 18 seconds, I believe. It's now 5 minutes and 6 seconds. So it just makes it a little bit faster. So I'll start all the missions with that. This one's 5:22. It's a little slower because it's not as good of a droid running it. Saying 5:22. So I started all those ones. Let me just throw this down here. And then I'll come back. I'll swap out the R2-D2 again. And I'll start his mission. He's a little bit, he's like another minute faster than all of those guys. So I think, I mean, if you kind of make a pattern of that, I think he's going to be fairly good. And then just put him back to work, because that's what he does the best of. Alright, it's just down to me and one other person in this lobby, but I'm not going to swap lobbies because I'm not going to get that much more. Let me collect this as well. I'm not going to get that much more here, and I am going to bed. It is way too late already. I just wanted to take advantage of this event to get me to the Rebirth 20, and then tomorrow I'll probably rebirth. I'll get myself up to about 1.9 trillion, and then I'm going to be going offline. I'll be getting I'll get like 100 billion overnight, I'm pretty sure, from my base or close to it. No point in me grinding it out here while I get it overnight, and then just rebirth in the morning. Yeah, it probably is. So normally I would super rebirth at 18. I'm only going higher right now because of this event, right? Because it gives double credits right now. So normally I was Rebirth 18 when I started this event, and because you can go so much faster, I'm going to 20. But only because of that. Normally I go to 18. As soon as I hit 18, I super rebirth. Although I'm finding it's not too bad to get to 19 anymore, but 18 and I do it. With these events, I'll push to 20. Just because it really doesn't take very much time. You're making so much credit. I mean, I got a level 4 scrap bench, and I mean, look at it. I was at 1.74 like a minute ago, and I'm already at 1.82. It takes no time at all. But if it wasn't for the event, I for sure would have rebirthed. It's not worth it to grind up higher, unless you're hunting the flawless. If you're hunting the flawless, okay, grind higher. But I'm still at the point where I'm more interested in Nova Crystals and a few more perks from the shop rather than grinding up higher and trying to get more flawless. I got my first legendary the other day. That was really nice. I got it overnight. It was one of the droids I put on my bench overnight, and when I got back on in the morning, it was a flawless, which was brilliant. Yeah, I think by the time I do one more round of collecting crates from the top, that'll be it for me. It doesn't say flawless, but it's got a little symbol beside it. So if you look like, say, well, first, like if you hover on it, you can see he's all sparkling on the right side there, so you know he's a flawless because of the sparkles. But if you look on the droid in the top left corner, there's that little symbol that's like bright white. Here's Balcor, which isn't flawless. You can see it's got the symbol, but it's kind of like grayed out. He's not flawless. When they are flawless, they got a nice bright white symbol. And that's how you can tell the difference between which one's a flawless and which one's not a flawless in your droid deck. So you can kind of keep track of them. And of course, because I like to write things down, I write down which ones are... I mean, I'm at the point now where I know which ones I'm missing, because I'm missing almost all my legendaries. I just have D2RP only, and I've got only 3 of the epics, so I know which ones are there. I know which ones I'm missing. But before, I kind of had a list of my commons and rares that I was missing, and I kind of keep an eye out for them. When I see them rainbow or Beskar on the belt, I grab them. And if you're playing in a public lobby, it's a good idea to go down there when they do the every 20 minutes, because most people aren't chasing those common and rare Beskars off the belt. So it's a perfect time to go grab those ones off there, and I would just craft them up in the hopes that I would get the flawless off them. Well, not nobody, but very few people are going down there chasing rare and common Beskars. They just want the legendaries and the epics off the belt. Those are the only ones people are fighting for. Alright, I think that's it for me. I'm just going to start these missions again. I'm not going to swap them out this time because I'm going to put them on the long mission overnight. Yeah, when I go to log off, I just put them on the hour-long mission to get guaranteed rainbows. That way I can throw them out front in the morning, and anybody that needs them can have them. And then I'll take this mono walker. Oh, somebody stole my mono walker. I had another one there, and one guy stole it. That's okay. I'll throw something else on there. I'll take one of these R7s. Or maybe he didn't steal it. Maybe it just disappeared because I pulled so many out. That's probably more likely. I shouldn't blame somebody for stealing it. I'm pretty sure it was because I pulled too many off the bench. All right, so I've got a droid on every one of the things. That way I don't have to bang them out. When I wake up, they'll all be done. Maybe if I'm really lucky, one of them will be a flawless. I've got all these set for the hour mission. That way when I get back on first thing, I can throw out, I can throw them out front in case anybody needs them for a few minutes until I get it. I'm at 1.96 trillion. I'm definitely going to make that while I'm sleeping, I'm pretty sure. And I think that's it for me tonight, guys. It is early for me, just after 3 in the morning, so I need to get some sleep. I will probably be on for part of the next event as well. I won't be doing the event. You're more than welcome to join me. I'll be just grinding out. I don't know where I'll be at as far as levels, because I'm probably not going to spend a whole lot of time on this tomorrow. Maybe a little bit rebirthing and getting a few levels up, but then that's going to be about it. You're more than welcome to join me tomorrow. I hope it was a little bit helpful. I think R2 is all right and worth it because he's free. Not necessarily the best perks, but they're all right perks. We'll see once I rebirth and we figure out how he fits into my strategy of moving up. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you don't mind giving a like on the video, that would be awesome. If you're interested in this type of content, I'm also doing some Battle Royale, hunting down those sprites. If you're interested in that, I do some of that as well. And I haven't recently done much Lego Fortnite, but I am also a big Lego Fortnite fan as well. So if you like that, you might want to subscribe to the channel as well. So you finally got to 18 in Rebirth. Wicked, wicked Dark Knight. All right, have a good day or a good night, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow if you pop on.